From the old end of the line of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, that's where Atlanta was born. And there a train horn still remains in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it signals whenever it's time for football in the town once called Terminus. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday night primetime contest. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Brandon Codrington to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. Robbed from the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Play action now with Allen. He's going to loft one deep to the left. His first throw is an interception. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. So we'll take the interception back inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. How quickly things can change, huh? From kickoff to now, already looking at an entirely different picture, Brock. They get the interception, and they're going to take over in perfect position to score our first points.
You know, we talk about scripting for offense all the time, but flip it around. That could not be a better script for this defense. Not just to get a stop, but to take the ball away and now set your offense up for success.
So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. And they're brought out by the 8th pick in the 2024 draft. Out of your alma mater, the University of Washington, Michael Penix Jr.
The former Husky got a 3-star audition to end his rookie season, Kate, and those results, well, as you'd expect, were a little mix. Some highlight reel making throws and some opportunities to learn from as well. But now the 8th pick, he's going to get the ball in his hands, running his own team.
On first down, here's Penix. Pass is caught, that's Darnell Mooney. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Penix working from the gun. He's going to tuck it and run. He slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Third down give to Robinson. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Field goal attempt coming up from John Parker Romo. This 32 yards out. It's on the right hash. Up and good from Romo. And they're on the board.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Cotterington now to return it. Things going well so far. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. Here comes the Bills offense for their second drive of the game. They threw the interception on their opening drive, Brock, but that's right from their memory as they head back out now.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? When you throw that pick early, you've got to flush it. The defense helped with that, holding that offense on the other side to just a field goal and giving this offense now some hope as they take the field again.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cook. He finds space into the red zone. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas. And you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run. Get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. And Allen will hold on to this. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bills pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Josh Allen, the touchdown! Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Matt Prater for the point after try. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills take a 4-point lead.
7, Falcons 3.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Having gain up about a handful there. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Another carry for Robinson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Connects with him down the sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the rack and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And they're going to hit him a big loss on this 1st down. Forced out of bounds several yards behind that line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Penix here from the gun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And now from the pistol to Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here's Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. Escapes a defender. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
This one is fair caught, but let's see what that flag's all about. This drive may not be done.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a first down. Running it after the penalty. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Behind Diablo there on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's got Khalil Shakir. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First down throw for Allen. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Now here come the Falcons on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Robinson. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
At the 27-yard line.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Staying with Robinson. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. 3rd down. From the shotgun, Penix. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Falcons first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Robinson. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
2nd and 6 now. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. They've got 1st down from the 31. Shotgun snap. A give to Robinson. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, well, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air with Penix. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They get 13 on the pickup, and the Falcons will have a first.
That's another Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 17. Hits him on the out route. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Penix now to throw. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. Drake London with the touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the 1st half of play.
John Parker Romo out to try the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons push their lead to 3.
10, Bill 7.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Cotterington now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 6.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They have it, second and 4. Allen setting up play action. Fits it through the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
On first down, Allen completed over the middle. They take this ahead to the 34-yard line. Leonard Floyd bringing that play to a close.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This is Cook on the handoff. Juke the defender. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
All set up now for first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Finds the... It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it! And the Falcons scoop it up! Not a ton after the recovery, so they're going to take possession deep in their own territory. And after the play, one of the Falcons still out there injured, so we'll get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Motioning the tight end now. On first down, here's Penix. He's keeping it. And there's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Penix on the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Penix working from the gun. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Penix on first down. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on first down.
Incomplete.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Penix to throw again on second. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing third and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Bradley Pinion on down to punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And the last two drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. He's fighting for it, but will not get there. They stall the run out, and that's a safety.
Okay, you could just feel it, right off the snap. You just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
Out now for the free kick, hoping their defense can answer a safety with a stop of their own. He has it at the 13. Takes out a run stop, and he'll get it up to the 44. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
He's brought down
as a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
At the 45-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Quick slant into the hands of Mooney. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Mooney will go in motion left. Penix now on first down. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Here's Robinson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Here's Penix. They'll try to set up a screen. Here's Robinson. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Now Penix on third and goal. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. That one intended for Drake London. So now they're left with fourth and goal.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Up and good from Romo. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So some quick math up here in the booth. 2 points on the safety, another 3 on the ensuing field goal. Not a bad series of events if you want to be the ones that control the momentum in the lead.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Ty Johnson now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bills set to take over offensively. And they come back out to the field with something to prove, Brock. You've told me before that it is embarrassing to give up a safety.
Yeah, it's a little hard, Kate, to run off the field and look at your defensive mates as you've given up 2 points on offense. So, yeah, the last thing they want to do is do that again and instead turn this momentum around.
All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Again, it's Cook. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Allen throw on third and 1. Completed to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Side by Coleman. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Jalen Walker firing over to take him down.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Hits his running back. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Allen on third down. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
First down, Bills.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
And they've got themselves another first and 10. This is Cook. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Another one for Cook. Jukes one defender. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
First and goal, Buffalo.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Prater on for the PAT. And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for two in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point.
14.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. McLeod now returning it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Penix looking to pass. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Robinson on the inside give. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Christian Benford up to make that stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd down, it's Penix. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 49-yard line.
So a crazy first half has finally reached the 2-minute warning. It's the Falcons with 1st and 10. On the gun, it's Robinson. Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about will power. He got to rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that 1st down.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. On 2nd down, Robinson. And they bring him down around the 34. That one gains 7. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
That's good for a Falcons 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. DeMar Hamlin getting there for the tackle.
I know we all love the big home run plays, the highlight reel plays, but as an offense, these are just the stay-on-schedule kind of plays. But I love the commitment to this run game. Keep working that body, keep working that body, keep working that body, and eventually you could take the will away from your opponent.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. To the right side and reeled in by London. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
The 23-yard line.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. They'll cobble together a yard there. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Penix here from the gun. That one's complete, right side. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
13 yards on
Give
the
him
play.
13 on that play. And that will set up first and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Up and good for Merlo. And that'll push their lead to 4.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Now Prater on to send it away.
Set to kick off.
Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Falcons offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. They're going play fake with Penix. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Good for a Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now to give to Dijon. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you could get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Play action. Here's Penix. Hauled in left side. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short.
A gain of 10. brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. A toss now to Robinson. It's a gain of 4 there, and the Falcons will have a first.
Yeah, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Running here with Bijan. He still has room inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
18. That's another Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First down, and they go right back to it. A big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
From the shotgun, Penix. He'll try and run this. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Falcons.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He was brought down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. This one's caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Penix on third down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Up and good from Romo. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Well, when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
To kick it away, here's Pinion. Cotterington now to return it. Mismanages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. They've got first down from the 31. Straight ahead, here's Cook. He's got to gain a 6 there. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Now it's Cook. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and just 2 to go. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Allen on 3rd and 2. Completed over the middle. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Josh Palmer. It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Bills' first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, ball at the 36. Here's a give to Cook. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That was Xavier Watts getting in there defensively.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. Ooh, and that was close, but they're going to have to get this on 3rd down now. Gain is to the 27.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On the sneak, it's Allen. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. They send a man in motion. Again, it's Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills start the second half with some needed points. It's a James Cook touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills tie this game at 21.
21 apiece.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. McLeod now returning it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Penix working from the gun. He puts some juice on a deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
It's a pickup of 46 yards. That's good for a Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Penix on 1st down. And he's brought down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it.
No gain on the
They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Staying with Robinson. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. To the air with Penix. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 3rd quarter lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Romo on to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bills 21.
To kick it away, here's Pinion. Cotterington now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this 2nd half. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Buffalo.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
1st down throw for Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Allen now on 1st down. Here's a screen for Cook. And he nearly gets him another 1st down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Cook trying this one up the gut. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
There wasn't a lot there for him, but he did what he needed to do. Go get that 1st down. Picked up the short gain, didn't risk a big loss. Looking for a bigger lane elsewhere.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Short side option here. He's running left. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
Had to be a missed assignment somewhere on that play, and the QB capitalizes with an excellent gain. There's got to be an adjustment made, so even when the QB keeps it himself on the read option, that gain is minimized.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Now run by Cook. This is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Buffalo.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. Finds his fullback. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills now trail by just a point in the 4th. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. McLeod now returning it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Falcons and receiver Darnell Mooney headed out there now. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
From the gun, it's Robinson. Making defenders pay for trying to tackle him. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Falcons will have a first.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. On first down, here's Penix. Finds him on the crossing route. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And good forward, about 5 yards, looks like. It's 2nd down now.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
On 2nd down, Robinson. Room to the right. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Algier. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Penix now against a blitz. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Panics on the sneak. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Falcons take a fourth-quarter lead. Michael Penix Jr., the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on fourth down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Romo adds the point after. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bills 28.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Cotterington now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. It's Allen out of the pistol. Running right side by Kincaid. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now the shotgun give to Cook. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Bills.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the 1st. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Bills 1st down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
This is Cook. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds a seam down the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills now trail by just a point, in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth.
35-35.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Agnew on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Penix. To the right side and reeled in by London. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know how we hear about teams that quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? And maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
If the defense isn't going to stay honest and keep somebody there to defend the run, well, you've got to find a way to exploit it. They pulled defenders away from the line, and that draw cut right through the defense like butter.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He has it on the QB sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Throwing now on 1st down. Penix hits him on the out route. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They're now set for 1st and 10. And nothing was going to help him escape that. He gets hit for a loss. 2nd down coming up.
QB runs could be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Robinson up the middle. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back. 3rd down coming up. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. Has a left side block, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I understand why this crowd and these fans were celebrating a touchdown, but not so fast. Catch? Yeah, that looked good, but you got to get both feet down, too.
John Parker Romo now. Let's see how he handles this moment. From the left hash, this will be from 50. Got all of it, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Johnson with a return here. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the right side with Cook. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
One loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to Coleman out left. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Allen looking to throw. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Penix off the play action. Dumps it off to Robinson. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first. It stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. Shotgun snap. We'll give to Robinson. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. And any more of those as they trail by a score. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Penix working from the gun. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. 3rd down. Looking to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. Takes this in at the 25. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move the chains the first time to get yourself in the rhythm, because you don't want to see that punter anytime soon.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. They motion the slot man right. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
The time is there, but the timeouts are not. You've got to be smart. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Has him on a quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Xavier Watts picks it. And the Falcons make the play that should win them this game.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
The Falcons ready for their next possession. They run out still in possession of a 3-point lead thanks to the efforts of their defense, Brock, and now a chance to run out this clock.
And you do not want to put your defense back on the field in a tough position and needing another stand to end it. You take control of it. You make sure that defense is rested and celebrating, and hopefully you can pull out that victory formation.
The Falcons nearing a victory as he drops to a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.